So what's going on, riders? Today I got something extra special for you. We're here at Speedway Harley-Davidson and we're gonna take a look at none other than y'all know what it is.
Infinit Ryda. Infinit Ryda.
All right, so as y'all could see in that beautiful cinematic intro, we about to test out this LiveWire here today, talk to y'all a little bit about it, and give you my impressions. So first things first, I'm gonna just take a couple laps around the parking lot first to get used to this, since I've never ridden one of these. When you first turn it on, you're greeted to the screen that says press start. And when you're ready to ignite it, you press that button. So with this button here, you can cycle through modes. I'm gonna start off in eco mode first. And this is gonna be totally different than riding a traditional motorcycle. Because I just reached for the clutch and there's not one there. I gotta get used to that. Because this thing has some serious power. There's no gears to shift. And it's instant torque. It's extremely quiet, I will say that. But feels pretty good. I'm gonna take it around the parking lot real quick, just to see how it feels. Man, it just feels so weird. This thing rides so smooth. Let's go over here. Go through the parking lot a little bit first. Oh my goodness. I have a feeling this thing is extremely powerful. It's in eco mode and like it's just instant. But the one thing I'm noticing, which I was not expecting, is it feels like it actually does have engine braking. This is a good feeling bike. It feels extremely light. So however Harley designed this thing, it's balanced extremely well. So let's take her for a spin. Now Speedway was nice enough to bring me in and let me review this bike. And if you're ever anywhere near Charlotte, I'm gonna have to strongly suggest stopping by Speedway Harley-Davidson. Y'all seen other dealerships, but when you go in there, it's so modern and like it's just a totally different feel. It's like a place you would want to come all the time. I love coming to this dealership, even though it's further than some of the other dealerships that are closer to my house. I will drive up here to get parts, just to visit the dealership, just because of the people and the way the dealership is. So I'm gonna give y'all my impressions on this thing. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. This is one of those bikes that has some of the best technology, I'd say, out there. Oh my God. Whoa. This thing is in eco mode and it's extremely fast. I will have to say that the bike, just looking at it, it's a sexy motorcycle. It looks really good. The feel of it, it feels extremely well balanced. Like I feel like the bike is almost balancing itself. And there's not a lot of dealerships in the area that have these either. Like I'm barely moving and it's just balanced. The one thing that I got to get used to is there's no clutch. I've reached for it a couple times here, but there's nothing there. You still got your front and your rear brake, but other than that, there's not a lot to control on the bike. And with the way things are nowadays, I think this is an amazing option for someone who's very economical, who doesn't like to spend a lot of money on gas, If you're out there driving a Tesla and you ride a motorcycle, I don't see why you don't have one of these things. I thought it would be different and not give me that motorcycle feel initially before I rode it. And I haven't even been on it that long. I'll give y'all my impressions a little bit later. And it's extremely windy out. I'm not sure if y'all can hear that wind ripping through my helmet, but the bike is holding its own. It definitely feels pretty stable. The one thing is, I'm used to loud motorcycles, and this thing is extremely quiet. Like, you just hear that whine, which it sounds kind of sick. Like, it sounds very futuristic. And again, you got the engine braking. You let go of the throttle. That's basically called the regen, which it helps recharge the battery when you do that. But it kind of feels like through a traditional motorcycle, it feels like engine braking. Whoa, this thing is extremely nimble as well. And again, I'm going to put it in a different mode in a little bit, but right now I'm in eco mode, just getting a feel for it. And I'll have to say, I love the way the bike feels. It feels extremely good. So with me previously being a riding academy manager, I've seen a lot of individuals who had a strong passion for motorcycling and a love for it, but they just couldn't seem to grasp the concept of squeezing in the clutch and coming into gear. So I feel like this is an excellent option for someone like that, because you don't have to worry about a clutch. You just push the throttle and voila, the bike is going to go. And it's extremely fast, but it definitely feels smooth at the same time. And just from me looking at the technology on this previously to leaving the dealership, it is a very advanced technology system. I feel like the LiveWire is probably one of the best electric bikes out there. Now, I know some people are talking about the price or whatnot, but if you look at it, look at what you pay for a Tesla just for the fact of it being an electric car. This is an electric bike that in the long run is going to save you so much money on gas. Because I know me, I own, at this exact moment, there's 5 motorcycles in my garage, all which take gas. And the amount of gas I spend a year putting into those motorcycles is just astronomical. It's just ridiculous. So if you look at it that way, you're saving quite a bit of money on gas here. Let me turn around. So what we'll do is, I feel like I'm good with eco mode. I'm gonna pull over here and we're gonna switch it to sport mode to see how this thing does. Or maybe we'll just switch up to one mode, see if I can do that while riding. I can. We're gonna go to street mode, and then after that I'll switch it to sport mode and we'll see what that does. But the bike feels really balanced. It's very slim, kind of reminds me of a slimmer sport bike, but it's a more comfortable seating position. The seat actually feels really good. I mean, I'm locked in. They designed the seat right for the amount of power it has. You know, y'all all know I love Saddlemen and step-up seats, how they lock you in place. This seat, it definitely locks you in place. I'm not sure how comfortable a passenger would be back there, but you know. All right, we're gonna just go ahead and turn this baby. Bust a quick U-turn. It feels so nimble. It actually feels a lot smaller than it looks. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Yeah, this bike has some serious power, and I'm not even giving it full throttle. I have yet to open it all the way up, and I probably won't. This bike is putting out 105 horsepower and I think 85 foot-pounds of torque. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the bottom corner of the screen. But a lot of bikes say they put out a certain horsepower and a certain torque at a certain RPM, and sometimes it takes a minute for you to hit that torque and that horsepower. This bike is putting that power out immediately. Like, it's instantaneously. If you want all your power, you wide open throttle, and the power's delivered immediately. And from what I'm noticing is it's the same power it's putting out if you're at a dead stop or if you're already going. So some bikes, once you get them moving and you're out there riding and you hit the gas real hard again, and it's not going to give you as much power as if you were coming off the line or at a dead stop. This thing, if I'm doing 60 and I hit the gas or hit the throttle, because it doesn't have gas, if I hit the throttle, it's the same power as if I was coming off of the line immediately. Now, another thing I noticed about this bike is if I was to set up my Bluetooth and everything, I just tried to shift down, but there is no shifting down. That would take some getting used to. Everything integrates with your phone and your Bluetooth setup, which that's perfect. That's actually ideal. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna try it out. We're gonna switch it to sport mode. Road mode is fast. Eco mode was fast alone. So we'll see what this sport mode is all about. It feels like the bike is not on right now, but I know it is. I bet this thing will light that Corvette up. And it has a lot of technology for basically keeping everything under control. But let's see what we got. Oh my God! It feels like a roller coaster when it hits the top of the hill. This bike has some serious power, and it is so smooth. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Like, yes. I want one. This is an extremely fun motorcycle. I'll have to honestly say, this is funner than a sport bike. Like, this joker, and y'all know I ride sport bikes, this thing can go, and it handles amazingly. Oh my God, this is what it's all about. This is the future of motorcycles right here, boy. If they can figure out a way to make an electric bike with a clutch, oh my goodness, that would be it right there. It handles the road so well. Oh my God. Yeah, I'll have to say, if you've been considering looking at, or man, if you could get you a LiveWire, get one. And yeah, I know somewhere that sells them. Man, braking is extremely good on this thing. This thing got some seriously good brakes. One thing I like is that you don't have to necessarily hit the touchscreen to cycle through modes. Like, you can just hit the different modes right here. And then you got custom modes, A, B, and C at the bottom, which you can customize it. And one of the guys at the dealership said one of those modes he customized to be just full power, everything's a go. But you also got this arrow here to cycle through different things like widgets. This right here will kind of show you what kind of power is being delivered. And it basically just tells you everything about the bike. Like, the battery temperature right now is 51. Tells you how much power and how much battery you got. Gives you information on your different battery cells, I'm assuming. If you hook your phone up to it, you know, you got your navigation information that will show up there. I haven't hooked my phone up to it. On this side, you got your odometer reading, as well as battery percentage and things like that. I'm gonna keep this one on for a second. So we'll just go down this little twisty road real quick, then we'll turn back and get this baby back to Speedway. So as far as how it handles tremendously well. I will say that this baby hugs the road. It feels a lot lighter than it is, because I know that my R6 is lighter than this bike, but this bike feels way lighter than my R6, and it honestly feels a lot easier to maneuver than your typical motorcycle. because it's so balanced and so light. So anyone that's kind of like having trouble with shifting gears but still want to get out and experience the road, even new riders, like, you could actually enjoy yourself on this motorcycle. You just put it in eco mode or set a custom mode with not too much power until you get used to it, and voila, there you go. I'm gonna open it up real quick for you. Whoa! Oh my God! Yes, yes. The power that comes out of it just puts a smile on your face immediately. Oh my goodness! And it just feels so smooth. I mean, this thing feels smooth. Let me turn back around. All right, let's get back to Speedway. The suspension feels really good. I'm not feeling any of the bumps or anything like that in the road. Everything about the bike just feels well engineered and high quality at that. I'm hoping that this bike kind of sticks around and grabs the attention of the millennials and the riders out here who want to get out and ride a motorcycle but kind of cannot get the concept of the clutch. This is perfect for you. Or individuals like myself who love a stick shift and love the fact that you have a clutch and being able to shift gears, just like my car. My car is manual. My motorcycles are manual. I love the fact of being able to completely control my motorcycle and my cars and my engine. But this bike has given me a new perspective on electric motorcycles. Like, I love this thing, and I don't feel like I would get bored with this bike. It's extremely economical, and it's just a fun motorcycle to ride. And the fact that Harley went out on a limb and put this out there, oh God, it's like, whoo, sorry, I got an ear-to-ear smile on my face right now. It's just crazy that they came out with something like this, and it's just amazing. I love you, Harley-Davidson. Now, you've all seen videos about the range of these motorcycles. So with mixed range, as far as city, highway, or some city stop and go like that, you'll get about 95 miles to a charge on the motorcycle, which is, you know, it's okay, it's doable, which kind of makes this like a perfect option for just a commuter. You're not going to take any really long road trips with all of the boys out there on their baggers or anything like that on this bike, because you'd have to stop and charge it. And of course, if you find a quick charge station, it'll take like 45 minutes to charge up the bike, but you could definitely get out and enjoy a day of riding with your buddies, or ride back and forth to work and not have to pay gas. Now, not only is it fun, fast, and it'll save you from spending money on gas, this bike is sexy. I love the finish on it. It's like the denim orange. It's a sexy motorcycle, and it is so fast and runs so smooth. This bike is where it's at. And it corners. Holy, this thing is fun. I hope y'all are enjoying the video as much as I'm enjoying the ride. And if you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell notification. And in the comments, I need y'all to say thank you, Speedway Harley-Davidson, for letting the Infinit Ryda review this baby. Hopefully we'll be bringing you some more reviews here soon, but we're about to pull back up to the dealership. Man, this thing is tons of torque. I'm just wondering what that B mode he set up is like, where it's like no restrictions. God, I've already done forgot about the clutch and shifting because it's so fun. And it just feels like Harley's always been known for high quality, and this bike is high quality. It is what it is. But if this video inspired you, and I hope it did, to consider one of these LiveWires, definitely, even if you're not considering a LiveWire, you got to come by Speedway Harley-Davidson to check out this dealership. They have some seriously high quality bikes in there. Just while I was walking around, I was like, dang, they always have something up here that I've never seen at another dealership, as far as a paint scheme or something different on the motorcycle. And everybody up here is cool. So if you're looking for a dealership, or you're looking for somewhere to pick up a new Harley, swing up here first, because you're probably gonna find something in here that you're gonna love. But it's your boy Infinit Ryda, signing out. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, like and comment below. What do you think of the LiveWire? Because I love it. Deuces. Love y'all.
Infinit Ryda. Infinit Ryda.